Hello, I'm Chuck Phillip with South Alabama Home Inspections, and welcome to another edition of this abandoned house. And this is pretty much a luxury home that's been abandoned. And I don't really know how old this is. My vibe on this right now is probably 1980s or 90s. But it's a two-story home. And it looks like a lot of work went into this when it was being built. And it also appears that this has been abandoned probably 5 years or more, and it has a crawl space, so I'm probably have to take that back. It could have been late 70s, early 80s when this was built, because they pretty much don't do that anymore. And I mean, it's really, you know, for this time frame, this would have been considered a pretty large home, and a pretty fancy one at that. And it's got the classic red door. Yeah, this is a big house. Let's just walk on back around to the back side to see what it looks like there. I would say this house is probably close to 3,000 square feet, maybe bigger. And it is raining, so hopefully my camera lens won't get too wet. And I can see some fogging in the windows up there as well. So far the brickwork looks pretty good. And it's got a detached garage. This is probably one as well, and they closed that in and then built another one. So this probably had both an attached and detached garage. And you can see it had a tiki hut back here. And my vibe is they probably had a pool that got filled in as well. And more than likely had a hot tub. It's got a balcony up there. It looks like a full-size fireplace. Now, I'm kind of surprised to see something like this abandoned because it's such a nice home. I mean, I feel like if this was maintained, this would be a very desirable house to move into. See, it looks like it may have had a sunroom here on the end. It looks like they applied a coating. This probably is EIFS. Yeah, that's EIFS that's on there. So they may have done some upgrading to this in the 90s. I'll take some photographs. That even looks like a newer unit right there. So it is going to be kind of interesting to see, you know, what the history of this is. I'll have to dig into that more. You can see right up here in the frame, more than likely termites got into this. They're a big problem, guys. They get worse every year. Like I say, this is on a crawl space. You can see where they got a rock covering it right there. Let me just go ahead and pull that back. We'll just do a video of this maybe. I won't know what I'm looking at till I get this back on my computer. All right, we'll keep moving along, guys. You can see where some of that wood is starting to rot there. Anytime you have wood making contact with any masonry, whether it be brick or concrete, it's going to rot over time. Just know that. So let me get me a wipe and clean off my lens. I know it's already got water on it. So I'm kind of sort of interested to see what this looks like on the inside as well. You can see the fogging in the glass, so you got breached thermal panes on this, and sometimes it can take a while for that to show up. If you've got a house and you bought one, and you should check your windows periodically, because sometimes this condition won't express itself until the atmospheric conditions gets just right for that to happen. And so it's just common for that to happen to some of these windows, depending on the quality of them. And it's got the foundation vents with the screens damaged. So let's go on in, guys. Wow, this is impressive. I'm surprised those ceiling fans ain't drooping. Now look at this kitchen. See the mold. I can feel that flooring in here is so uneven from the dampness in the crawl space. And so this was the game room, which was the garage where they closed it in. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay, you see it was plumbed with copper, and they made some PEX repairs. There's the water heater. Built a casement for it. Yeah, and more than likely, guys, you probably, if you've watched my other episodes, you'll know that anytime I find these repairs like this, that tells me that they didn't have a dielectric union on the water heater, and it created electrolysis, and it caused this pipe to corrode and fail. And that's quite a common problem. You can also do this in distant locations of the plumbing system too, not just at the water heater. Just know that. So it's almost like stained glass here. There's so much moisture in that window pane. Well, of course it's cracked too, so that's probably what led to that. It's got an attic entrance here, but no pull string to get it to come down. So that must have been the opener for the garage at one. No, it's for the ceiling fan. All right, let's just keep it rolling, guys. I mean, look at this kitchen. This is the laundry room. And so it's got these, what I call garden windows. My mother had them. So that's something that's probably 80s. Pantry closet. HVAC system. I'll run the numbers on this later to find out what the age of this is. Heat pump. Thermostat still working. This must be the dining room, maybe? No, it's probably the dining room there, and probably just a front office. Let's go on upstairs. It's too bad this thing has a crawl space, because I just rung the damn doorbell. So I take it most, if not all, the bedrooms are up here. It's a bathroom. I'm sort of thinking this is probably 1980s, this house. That's going to be another attic entrance there, I think. And that is the balcony, which I'm sure will probably fall through if I was to go out there on it. So the floor creaks. Yeah. There's another attic entrance here. Got something, watch a damn coon come out. Yeah, you can see there's debris on top of this thing. It doesn't look too bad, because I'm not going up it either. And the good old border. Oh yeah, look at this. Yeah, it's got a roof leak. Well, that's one way to fix it. Man, I don't know. I just don't know why. It just don't make sense to me. It'd be better just to keep the thing up. I mean, as nice as this home is, it just seems to me the better tack to have taken would have just kept it up. Because this has really got a good floor plan. I keep waiting for something to jump out on me. Wow, look at this. Even had a spa tub. I mean, they spent some money on this. This was actually a spa. Look at this. Don't spend more than 30 minutes in here. Man. Okay, that must have been the control for it there. And the good old tacky wallpaper. I remember I had hell getting that stuff off. Had to go rent steam equipment. I mean, I'll never put wallpaper up ever again. It looks like most all the bedrooms are upstairs. So let's go on back down. Now another thing too, I'll just point this out. You can see the gaps in this railing here. I measured that when I do a home inspection. It shouldn't be any more than 4 inches for child safety, because a child could go clean through this, and of course they're going to hit that brick down below. So this is really a big safety hazard, and it's loose. And just out of curiosity, I wonder if it does have a switch up here. Yeah, that may control that. You're supposed to have a switch on both the bottom and the top part of these stairwells too. Yeah, but for the time this thing was built, I mean, this was a nice house. It looks like that must have been from a plumbing leak there. Look at this wall, guys. You see how it's buckled? That's termites. You see the tube? This wall has termites all in it. It does. It probably go all the way up into this. You can see it's buckled. Maybe you can. This camera really can't do a good 3D. So they're all in this wall. You can see how they go up right there. So yeah, this thing's got some big time termites, and they may even go all the way up to the second floor. I mean, these things, these Formosan termites, man, they can just really eat your house to pieces. And sometimes, in fact, a lot of the times you don't even know you have them. Okay, this is the sunroom. They put a window unit there. That window looks like it's relatively newer. And they got this stage here. I wonder why. They probably had an entertainment system. It probably was on this other side over here. A whole house in vacuum system. Well, I think I'm back to where we started. And I think I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here, guys. Yeah, what I am going to do is take some more photographs of the crawl space. I'm going to take some photographs of the HVAC system. Let's look at this paper. Let's see. See if it's got a date on this thing. September 2020. Huh, well. So this is maybe just 2 years. Look at all that. Where's that coming from? It might be termite, some other sort of pest. Let's see what's going on down here. I done got off on another tangent here. Okay, here's something else I want to point out to you guys. You see this accordion looking drain thing? That's where you'll find these at a lot of your hardware stores. And that's for people that are really not that good at plumbing and understand that. But these things are prone to clogging up, and also they're prone to leaking too because they're just not made very well. So just know that. All right, guys, I am going to cut it off. Thanks for taking the time to watch this one. I hope this one's been somewhat fascinating. It has to me, especially because of the quality of this house and the size of it. And I'm going to have another one coming up pretty soon. So if you like these, subscribe to Southern Home Talk. I do have a playlist on this channel titled Abandoned Houses. But most of this channel is dedicated to the issues that we have. We live in a challenging area, and they're there to put out videos that can hopefully help you preserve your property. And I do the follow-ups to this on the Facebook page. It's also called Southern Home Talk, so you might want to go there and like that as well. But there again, thanks for watching, and just stay tuned. Take care.